Okay, we're here. Welcome, you guys. I'm Zion, and oh my gosh, I haven't made a YouTube video in so long, but here I am. I kind of want to try something different with my channel and be more vulnerable and transparent. Um, Not super knowing all my business, but honestly talking about some of the things that happen in my life and in hopes of creating a community and relationships where other people can relate and feel like it's a safe space. And I don't know, I don't have any other plans other than solely putting my focus and my energy and effort to making this feel like we are loved and there is joy in life no matter what's going on, and just to continue to breathe and smile, because no matter what's happening at the end of the day, the truth is we're still alive. And it's like a hard landing. It's like, geez, that's a little tough, but there's just too many times where I kind of just sit back and I'm like, like I don't know what to do in this situation. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this, and I just want to be by myself. I just don't want to do anything, don't want to talk to anyone. But you don't ever figure anything out like that. Like you don't ever move forward like that. And you know, I think I'm saying all that to say that I want to talk about meeting my dad for the very first time in my life in 25 years. And gosh, um, oh my gosh. Um, it's such a, I don't even want to call it a moment in your life, because your whole world shifts once something as tremendous as that happens in your life. And gosh, I don't I don't want to say anything bad about him. I don't want to put him in a bad light. Um Even, my own mom and how we struggle, nobody's perfect in this world. Okay, guys, I got a bit distracted. But we're back. And I think I was just saying that I don't ever want to put anybody in a bad light. And I've had some tough relationships with my parents and with parental figures growing up in general. And I'm still healing from that, truthfully and honestly. But in particular with my dad, the moment I met him, it was awkward. Like you don't know what to say, and you don't want to stare. But then I don't know, in that moment, I just wanted to hug him and be a little girl again and be like, "Dad." Like, oh my god. And man, I just looked for him for so long when I was younger, and to know in that moment that God has blessed me with such a precious gift, it's it's surreal. Like, I know I wanted to talk about this, but it's hard to put into words. It's never what you expect. I feel like you ask anybody that when they meet their parents for the first time. I don't know, I'm just kind of assuming it's never really what you expect. But no matter what's happening on the outside, what he has, what he doesn't has, how he looks, how he doesn't look, like his heart is like it's just so beautiful. And like it's beautiful to know that I came from someone that has a beautiful heart and has a caring spirit, like no matter what they've been through. And like and it just makes me think about the relationship with my mom, or the lack thereof it, and even some of the choices she made. Like she still has a beautiful heart. And when I was younger, I never understood it that way, because all I saw was the absence and the lack of love and the lack of comfort that I wanted. But deep down inside, like, I don't know, they're amazing people. And sometimes they don't get to live life and enjoy life the same way as others, you know? And like when my aunt told me she wanted to go find him, you kind of just like want to hold on to hope, but it's like you're kind of like, okay, I guess, like, you know. And going into that moment, like deep down inside, like I didn't want to have expectations, because I wanted to protect myself from disappointment. And it was hard to enjoy the moment. It was hard to feel everything I was feeling, because I wanted to protect myself from rejection potentially, because I didn't know what he was going to say when I met him. I didn't know what he was going to do or react. And like I said, it was just so beautiful, because like I don't know, I lost my grandfather at a young age, and I grew up with my grandparents when I was younger, and he was the only father that I ever knew. And I always ask God, like, why would you ever take the only father that I ever known and that ever loved me away from me? Like, how can I ever truly feel loved, like, by a man if my own father doesn't love me, or I don't even have a father to love me? And like to meet my dad and like have this experience and like grow and build this relationship, and it means a lot to know that somebody like cares enough to want to better themselves, because they see what they've created and they realize that there is more to their life. And the simple fact of them seeing you encourages them. And like that right there is so powerful, like, you know. And oh god, I didn't expect to cry. um like, and to be quite frank, that same night I met him was New Year's Eve, and I can't lie to you, it was bittersweet. I also had like the best and the worst New Year's in the world, because I was like devastated of so many years that we lost, and also like remembering my grandfather, and like I just cried all night. Like I couldn't even get myself to like, I don't even know. Like I just I think I was just heartbroken, but like I don't really know why. Like, you know? And that's what I mean, like, about life when things happen and you have to find joy and you have to smile, because to this day, like, he makes it a point to create a relationship with me, and like he'll just call me and like be like, hey, like I want you to meet so and so, and like, yeah, like I talked to so and so today and I told them about you. And like it's an amazing feeling of someone to be proud of you. And like that longing of acceptance that I wanted so long in my life, like, and not that it's dependent on a person, but like to have that acceptance and to know that somebody just genuinely loves you for you and he's just proud of having a daughter is amazing. And so even now, I talk to my therapist about it, like I'm scared that I'll be disappointed again, but I don't want to live my life in fear. And I have such a big heart and I love so hard. And that's all that I can offer and that's all that I can give. And if it's anything I want to get out of this, it's knowing that I put my love forward while guarding my heart. And also to know that there's hope and that there is love, even if it's not the love that I've been looking for, I thought I needed this whole time, and that it's going to be okay. And there's so much more family to me and so many more people that love me and that embrace me, and that, God forbid, if my relationship doesn't work with him, I still have aunts and uncles and cousins on a whole other side of my family that want to have a relationship with me. And that's just not something that you get every day, you know? And so I'm just grateful. And I don't really have advice, you know, because this is new for me. All I have is to offer my experience and what I'm going through, you know? And so I just continue to pray that God will just make the relationship fruitful and healthy, and just not that I don't focus on what was missed out on, and that I focus on what it is we can build. And I just had an epiphany. Like, I wrote in my journal a couple days ago that I was so upset that my grandfather wasn't here and that he'll never be able to walk me down the aisle. And as I was just saying, like looking towards the future and not the past, like I just had a revelation of like that opportunity, if the time ever may come and everything aligns, like just what a great gift to have your biological father walk you down the aisle. And I know that's what my grandfather would have wanted as well. And it just reminds me that everything happens for a reason. Like, to say that like I would have been married 2 years ago or whatever when I wrote my book, and I would have lost out on that opportunity to have my father walk me down the aisle, when now when it happens, it's going to be mean so much more. And it's just little things like that, you know? So I don't know. I just hope that like you find it in your heart, whatever is coming in your life, to just be still, find a moment, a minute to just not say anything and just hear God. And then to just ask for his help. And then to find joy, because there's always joy in a trial. And that's all I have to say. I love you guys. I really do. Because it takes a lot for me to come on here and pour out my heart. And it means a lot that you guys would listen and care. So the fact that you listen and care and want to continue this journey with me means that that deserves love and respect. So, blessings to you all. And I hope to see you again soon.